OG, MG, VO, V. Life had never been pretty, couldn't even put it in a frame. By any means had to get it, but always kept my hands clean. Making moves across the nation, every dollar made a dream. Building profit from creation, any thought could be a thing. How could they take it if they never gave it? If I'm enslaved, then it's me that's gonna make it. I feel like I'm meant for better, and you should too, because we all deserve to feel special. Don't let no one tell you I'm riddled with bullets of failure, but none of my vitals are felt through. My resolve is deeper than Gaunt's when Peter took kite from his arms. I'll travel at God's speed until dawn, just to obtain what I want. It pays me to break all these personal bonds, but niggas just not what we on. I'm bigger than playing the role of a pawn. My image is not a facade. My demons are friends with the boss. He treats me like one of the boys. Would you cross the sticks without giving it a second thought? A risk taker and a heartbreaker, I'm just trying to make a way. Doomsday clock still ticking, I'm just out making plays. Good kid with a smart mouth, built from trauma and the pain. Nigga, you a surfboard in a shark's pool, I'ma always be the wave. Been a risk taker and a heartbreaker, I'm just trying to make a way. Doomsday clock still ticking, I'm just out making plays. Good kid with a smart mouth, built from trauma and the pain. Nigga, you a surfboard in a shark's pool, I'ma always be the wave. I got a couple of duffels around for a couple of niggas that think they could get with me. Pull up and empty the 50. Clean up your block and the lickety splickety. VOB keeping them with me, filling them up, making this little nigga filthy. Who gon' pull up and come get me? I'm known from Boston to Compton. You know the bomb where you at. I'm loading up carbines and cop guns. You took the ball where you at, and you a rat. I never figured it until we figured it, nigga, figured that. And you was the nigga I'm fucking these bitches with, jigging in back of the trap.
Don't be a click, hun.
Nigga, I got the juice, bitch, best obey your thirst. While I'm running on 23s, my enemies is in hearses, yeah. And any weapon formed against me, better bust and hit me up first. These bullets is cursed, so I hope your mama knows. A risk taker and a heartbreaker, I'm just trying to make a way. Doomsday clock still ticking, I'm just out making plays. Good kid with a smart mouth, built from trauma and the pain. Nigga, you a surfboard in a shark's pool, I'ma always be the wave. Been a risk taker and a heartbreaker, I'm just trying to make a way. Doomsday clock still ticking, I'm just out making plays. Good kid with a smart mouth, built from trauma and the pain. Nigga, you a surfboard in a shark's pool, I'ma always be the wave. They like, Jay, you stuck in the clouds, get down to earth, pull your head out Uranus. Elevated mind state, got a my rate, I only exist in greatness.
This is Freaky Friday, baby.
Shit. If we ain't seeing eye to eye, bitches do or die, yeah, and I plan to make it. Yeah. I'm too great to fake it, bigger bags that I'm chasing now. If the sky's the limit, then I'm aiming down. Money calling, I gotta take this now. Yeah, your people running on my patience out. So close, I can taste it now. Came a long way from that vacant house. They never thought that I'd make it out. Now it's bigger checks, yeah, I make them out. Hop in the OG spaceship, flip my
inside
big
the algorithm.
then I take off. Keep it Kit Kat, get back, click clack. Don't give me no reason to break off. Cause I'm on the grind, taking what's mine. Ain't no way you dummy stolen my shine. Could've smoke on his pipe. Worried I'm not, if you know me, you know that I'm been a risk taker and a heartbreaker, I'm just trying to make a way. Doomsday clock still ticking, I'm just out making plays. Good kid with a smart mouth, built from trauma and the pain. Nigga, you a surfboard in a shark's pool, I'ma always be the wave. Been a risk taker and a heartbreaker, I'm just trying to make a way. Doomsday clock still ticking, I'm just out making plays. Good kid with a smart mouth, built from trauma and the pain. Nigga, you a surfboard in a shark's pool, I'ma always be the wave.
Yeah. BTC. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, we got 8 people up in here. Let's start the show, guys. Alright, so let's see what's going on in crypto today. We need to see what's going on in the crypto world today. We got a little bit of correction, right? We got the options coming out. I guess you know, they was gonna push BTC down to around they tried to push BTC down to around 69K because the Friday options do expire. So if you don't know, every Friday, right, we go through this whole, you know, options, whether they be longs or short, expire, and one of them gets wrecked, right? Either the longs or the shorts get wrecked. But today's that day, right? To further kind of like piggy bank on that, you could see here that we are seeing a correction throughout the market, an altcoin correction throughout the market, as the market is starting to price in the halving, price in the fact that we may not get those Fed cuts until September or October. So, you know, the market is starting to price in new data, new information, and we're starting to see this type of reaction throughout the space, right? So nothing to hold your head, hold your head or hang your head down to. You know, some people look at this as opportunity, some people look at this as pain. It really is dependent upon your perspective and when you entered the market, right? So if you entered the market when, you know, BTC was at 75K and your favorite altcoin was running, then you probably are feeling a little bit of pain. But if you enter the market maybe 1 or 2 years ago, you know, you should still be up massively compared to where we came from. So guys, it is Friday, fast running, independent day, and aggressive yuppie day. Let's keep the positive vibes coming out here. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithms. All right, outside of just the options, right? The ETF inflows have slowed down. So that is another thing that is a foreshadow of maybe the Bitcoin halving could be a buy the rumor, sell the news event here. Speaking of the Bitcoin halving, we can actually check out when exactly the next Bitcoin halving is, and taking a look at that, you can see that we are closing in on 7 days, right? And actually 6 days until the J5 halving. So a lot to look forward to, you know, maybe with some of your favorite meme coins, maybe, you know, BTC. We talked about this in the Discord. I really think a lot of people misinterpret the time frame between when crypto actually goes parabolic from the Bitcoin halving. Now, there's been a lot of chatter out there that when Bitcoin halving happens, we just explode. And that's not necessarily the fact. In fact, we talked about this in the last stream, the time frame, right? The time frame between each parabolic stage and halving cycle usually is the length is about 180 to 360 days, maybe a full year before you actually see those type of gains in BTC. But that doesn't mean we won't see a lot of altcoins actually going crazy. In fact, I'm the one to believe there's always another opportunity here with crypto. Now, before I actually get to the next stage of the show, let's talk to some of the chat here. J5, what's the word? Finally caught a live stream. Second time, man. You know you be everywhere. Black Knight, we aren't getting a cut this year. Black Knight says we aren't getting a cut this year. Well, if we don't get a cut this year, that would kind of like really go against what the Fed already kind of put out there, right? That they expect 3 cuts this year. In fact, you can see here that June was the month that we were specifically looking for the cut. Well, now we're getting a 72% chance of another pause. And if we just swing out here to September, right, when you zoom out, there's a 44% chance now that we get a Fed cut in September. We go out here to November, just so you know, zoom out, we got a 39% chance of a Fed cut. So the chance of a Fed cut has been slimming. You are correct. And also the chance of an Ethereum ETF has also been slimming as well. So the news based on the data that we're getting is starting to change. But what you can't argue against is the fact that the market doesn't seem to be that moved, right? At least we can say Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's still above the all-time high, sitting here at 69K. With all of that macro information that's coming out, right there, the inflation here is running rampant, but there's never been a time where, you know, we've seen interest hikes, right, around the election time. So there was never a time we've seen Bitcoin high before the halving cycle. So maybe this time is different. Maybe we do get some federal rate interest hikes around election time, opposed to cuts like people say, because this time seems to be different. I would assume here that the DXY is starting to also tick up. Yes, it is above 105, so we are seeing the DXY, kind of break out of that downtrend that we all wanted it to pretty much have, right? You know, this is usually a inverted BTC. Oh, right, we're gonna say inverted risk on asset chart here, and now we got the DXY actually exploding looking to head back outside of the Gaussian channel, which would be absolutely bad for the risk on assets, and also a signal that we could be a step closer to getting to recession, or even something as even more, you know, dangerous, what would be hyperinflation. So you know, I don't want to be the guy to be up here trying to assume or bet against it. Maybe we don't get a federal rate cut, right? It would be nice if we do, but if we don't, then this could also extend the cycle, right? Maybe extend the Bitcoin bull run cycle, or you can say, hey, maybe this is a local top, and this can be a short. This could be one of the shortest bull runs of all time, right? When you think about, you know, when we actually got into the bull run, which is around January 2023. So, is this a top? Is this a top? Well, is this a top, man? This is going to be very, very interesting if this is a top. I'm not sure why my halving line there moved. So yeah, it did move. I don't know why it removed my halving line here, but what we'll do is we'll re-add those, and I'll do this chart here because it did remove my halving line. But we are real close to the halving, and you know, with the halving around the corner, you got to ask yourself, like, is this a top? Will this be a top? Okay, so this one still has my halving chart, and this circle represents the halving. And I actually put a circle on every chart, and you can see this was the last halving, and this was the explosive altcoin season that we had. So I don't know. It would be hard for me to say that the altcoin season would be over. I mean, that would be like the most, you know, worst altcoin season of all time if we would just started to just take from here, right? I still think a parabolic stage is on the way, and we'll get into some of the things on why I think a parabolic stage is on the way. But you know, we do got this news, so don't let you get, you know, shook out for what's going on in the States. Hong Kong set to approve spot BTF and Ethereum ETFs by Monday, so we could see an explosion, right, as the market is correcting, but really giving that opportunity for us to get in at those favorable prices. When you think about Hong Kong set to approve a spot BTF, but not only a spot BTF, a Ethereum ETF. So, like I said, man, this market is crazy, bro. I don't know, man. It's like inflation running rampant. We got spot ETFs. We got the SEC attacking Uniswap. We got just so much going on, and we're like 9 days away from the halving cycle, guys. I don't know what to think. This market is weird, right? This is one of the most weirdest markets I've ever seen. We do see BlackRock launching a ETF advertising the campaign on Bloomberg's homepage here. So, you know, BlackRock is still promoting their ETFs. In fact, we can swing over here and see that BlackRock sent Ondu Finance $250,000, right? Now, this was yesterday, and we know Larry Fink himself went on a press run, right? I'm talking about tokenizing everything, right? And now we're seeing him pretty much be a man of his word with, you know, sending Ondo 250K. Ondo is the premier RWA token in that sector. We talked about the ties of how Ondo had ties with BlackRock, and now you're starting to see it in the flesh here. So probably nothing, but it's hard to say that the bull run is going to be over when you see BlackRock making these moves, Hong Kong making these moves, and we already talked about how we believe RWA will be one of the top narratives going into the next bull run, right? Or altcoin season, you know, depending on what you want to call it. So very interesting market, to say the least, right? We're getting news. The market is not really pricing in this news because we're getting a combative macro status, but there's a lot to look forward to, right? But I'm on the side of, if you feel like you need to de-risk. If you feel like right now crypto is overwhelming, maybe you are overextending yourself, and you might need to take a little bit off the table. If you've made massive profits since 2022 and you feel like, hey, maybe it's time for me to take a little off the table as we're going into these macro wins, I totally understand, right? Unfortunately, for the new people that's getting into crypto, if you just getting into crypto and you bought those tops and you bought those green candles, you should have already prepared your mind mentally for a 30 to 50% drop from those tops, because at the end of the day, there's people that's been in bull run since the bear market. So you got to think at some point these suits and ties will start to take profits, right? These vesting schedules will get unlocked, right? The OGs, the retail, the whales will start to take profits as we get a step closer in the phase 3 of the bull run, which is the parabolic stage. I just don't believe we've hit the parabolic stage yet. But the macro wins here are being a little bit stubborn, which tells me that we could have some pain on the way, right? You're either going to embrace the pain, or you're just going to step away from the market. Either way, you got to do what's best for your mental health. And I believe if you need time to step away, step away. If you look like this is, hey, I bought in at the tops, let me DCA on these days, then that may be something that you want to do. But you got to do what's best for you, all right? Of course, this is not financial advice. So mixed signals. Only thing I can personally say is there's a lot of mixed signals in this cycle, and it's anybody. And I seen a post about this maybe a little bit early. Anybody can predict when the cycle starts, right? But no one will be able to predict when the cycle ends. So just we got to ride it out, right? We got to ride this thing out. Let's see what we got here. 31 people up in here. Good afternoon, Bobby. We have no reason to be worried about a top before the halving. This is only the beginning of a major crypto tsunami, at least 5 trillion. Love that, man. Love that attitude that you had. 8 with a hat, man. I know that thing was going crazy. Also, people don't sleep on D-Card. Yeah, we've been on D-Card for about 2 months now. We talked about D-Card before the massive pump. But it did have a correction since then. So, if you're still bullish on D-Card, way to go. I think I talked about D-Card a couple times, right? Hall of Fame, I agree. But again, when you say you can't be worried, you have to at least in the back of your mind have some type of exit strategy or proper preparation for a Black Swan event, where we're seeing tension across the world with different countries. But though combating against that tension, we're seeing beautiful catalysts, right? The Hong Kong putting out there that they're going to approve a spot Bitcoin ETF, and also a spot ETH ETF is bullish for the entire market. And when you think about that happening sometime between Monday and Wednesday, a correction, in my opinion, is not a bad thing, right? Before we go into the next business week. In fact, I like my corrections to happen on the weekend and the pumps to happen throughout the week when the traditional market is open, because that shows strength in the market, right? We got so spoiled of these weekend pumps that everybody thinks every Friday is payday and we're going to get a weekend pump. But it just doesn't happen like that. And because we got these options expiring, that could put a little bit more selling pressure inside the market. So, you got good deals out here like Tau, Jasmine, you know what I mean? Stuff in the AI sector. I'm big on AI gaming. But even the strongest tokens like Pendo are seeming to render, are seeming to have a correction. And speaking of render, right, and speaking about utility tokens and which infrastructure tokens we believe could bless us with the most gains, I think a good sentiment checker of what narrative you need to start looking into is Grayscale, right? These are the top utility tokens in the space based on Grayscale, right? So even if you don't buy these blue chips, you can put yourself in the position to find small caps or micro caps that maybe do the same thing, maybe have a similar team, right? Maybe have that potential to be the next Chainlink, Lido, Filecoin, Helium, Render. And when you think about these projects here, they all have very unique use cases, right? We know Chainlink is oracles, right? They do data feeds, right? They're the biggest data feed company in crypto. In fact, like, you can't talk about crypto without talking about Chainlink, because Chainlink's data feeds are utilized across the space. You got Lido. Don't know much about Lido, but it must be a utility token if Grayscale says it's one of the top utility tokens. I look at these examples as narratives, right? We got Filecoin. We've talked about storage cryptocurrencies. There's a lot of storage cryptocurrencies that have smaller market caps than Filecoin that might have potential. You got Arweave, you got Cold Stack, you got Akash Network, you got a plethora of different options if you wanted to fade Filecoin because of the market cap size. Then you got Helium, right? A project that not many have talked about, but have one of the most real world use cases in the entire space when you think about Wi-Fi and in your phone, right? You're being able to connect to these mobile networks, right? And now you have a cryptocurrency that is allowing you to connect to these mobile networks in a decentralized way, decentralized fashion. And of course, we've talked about this before. Render, guy got a little bit mad at me, but contrary to many beliefs, I'm bullish on Render. I think Render serves a massive purpose in crypto when you think about hosting, rendering, metaverse, and the growth of AI, right? AI building out a metaverse, right? The prompt to this, text to this. I've been messing around with Vigil, right? Where you can actually create different you can actually create different videos, right? So if you don't know, we can swing over here to my Discord, right? And we're not gonna switch here, but we just swing over to Discord. You can see that, these prompt to AI videos here, man, it takes a lot to host these, right? This is not a simple feature here. So, you can see these type of videos. This is another, they had a coin, this would be crazy, right? So this is, people don't understand how important Render plays when building out a platform that does this, right? GPU when building out a platform that does this. So this is why Render is because the more these AI products and platforms come out and doing this type of stuff, the bigger Render, the bigger. So, that's just an idea of why you look at something like Render and you're like, okay, this could hit a massive market cap, because we just don't know the potential of AI. We just don't know how many things will be built utilizing AI, how many platforms. We don't know how big the metaverse and how in-depth it will be. And all of that plays, in Render's favor when you think about the utility and the use case of Render here. So definitely use these as an opportunity to gauge the narrative and find maybe small caps, micro caps that can do the same thing, but may have not had that attention yet. But you can, of course, they're going to be a little bit more risky and less and more volatile than these projects, but they could be more rewarding and have more potential when you think about the gains that you can make. So, this is a great example of, you could just build your portfolio based off these, right? This is Grayscale saying, hey, these are the best utilities right now in crypto. And let me know in the comments what you think the best utilities right now in crypto. We got 45 people in here. Base chain, I crushed it. Velo still kept half. Yeah, man. Can you look at MMA, bro? I'll check it out. Akash has more NVIDIAs than Render. Yeah. But a lot of people look at Aether as the next Render here. Let's get into some more of these comments. No pain, no brain, baby. Any word on Bump and Dev E? We talked about Dev E last stream. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the possibility of there not being a true altcoin season. The BTC dominance is holding up so strong. Again, like I said, man, like when you think about where AI is going, maybe you got to look in the right sector as far as narratives. I'm highly convictional of the AI narrative, but that's because I do a lot of stuff in AI. And once you kind of like go down that rabbit hole, but that's me, a person who plays games every day and understands gaming and how crypto complements game. They'll say the same thing about the gaming narrative. Hey, I'm bullish on gaming, so I know at some point gaming altcoins will go parabolic. So it all just comes back to your perspective. Your perspective is your reality. Let's see. Dominance is breaking out. Matic, Intel launching chip to rival. Yeah. Intel and Google are launching chips to rival. Again, we talked about on that on the last stream there. Anything else that I need to cover? Oh yeah, we did have a meme coin here go crazy. I think we were up 2x at one point. It's starting to pull back. It would pull back as soon as I start the damn stream. It will pull back, right? Crow. We talked about this in the Patreon. I made a video about this on the YouTube channel. This is Crop, right? This was a very interesting meme coin. I'm a big believer of the crypto.com ecosystem, and this was one of those meme coins when you look up, has no socials wasn't updated and got listed on crypto.com. So if you bought CROB when I originally sent out that awareness alert in the Patreon, or when I made that video of top crypto.com meme coins, then you're probably up 100% on this cryptocurrency. Somebody asked me if I have belief in CROB. I don't have necessarily belief in any meme coin. I treat it like a casino, right? So up 2x on this. You know, when you think about where Core G AI goes, we think like, okay, is this the end of the pump for crop, right? We're seeing the market kind of like correcting, right? This thing was pumping, it was sending, it was up 100%. What I wouldn't buy right now, right? Unless, you feel me, you had a strategy of DCA, right? Because this thing go up or down, you would be buying the green candles. But I think the potential is there. It was launched by VVS, right? It was launched by VVS, the VVS team, and it got instantly listed on crypto.com. And when you see a meme coin that gets instantly listed, social's not updated, it wasn't even listed on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, they don't have nothing, and my thinking was, well, hey, I'm a little bit early, let me get into this before everything gets updated and people start figuring out what's going on. And it seems like it was a good trade. I'm up like 100% on this cryptocurrency, and just with the hope that it can do something crazy like Corgi, right? Most likely I'll take my initial investment out and just leave my moon bag, you feel me, and take it from there, right? Because again, I can leave it all in, or I can be smart, take my profits, leave my moon bag, you feel me, and hopeful this thing does something similar to Core G AI. So salute to everybody that took that trade here on CROB. As you can see, they got listed on crypto.com, and this was very, very fast, right? And this, like I said, this was created, I don't want to say it was created by the VVS team, but it was incubated through VVS. So, and it instantly got listed quicker than what's that, crow with a knife. It got listed so quick, and it was like, okay, it got to have some people behind it, right? If they got the connections to instantly get listed on crypto.com. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it like that. Salute to the people that did take that trade. You should be up anywhere between 80 to 100%. Let's get into some more of these comments. We got 50 people up in here. I missed the listing. Damn, congrats. Don't sell Millie Holler. Oh, you think I should just holler? You think I should just holler? You don't think I should take my profits? I know, right? When I think about Core G AI, Core G AI came out of nowhere. And that's my conviction to hold this a little bit longer, because maybe crypto.com does put that engine behind it, right? If you're an artist, you're a rapper, right? You can do good independent. But once Birdman and Cash Money put that engine behind you, it awards you more awareness, right? Crypto.com is going to award this project more awareness, and it hasn't even properly got all the socials and everything updated. So we talked about this in the Discord, man. When it's hard to buy something, usually you're early, right? If you're trying to buy a new meme coin in a new chain and it's exceptionally hard, usually that's a good thing because you're early, right? It's very risky, but you are early. I'll retrace. I'll wait for retrace. No problem. Hello, Millie Meme Alliance Army is here. Poor holder. Yes, that's great, man. That's great. Saturation is playing a big role. Too many coins spreading the money thin. Croc will do well. Another 7x. Croc. Okay, we'll see what that's going. TRB is low cap chain link competition. Yeah, it's a couple oracles out there. I think another one that just got listed. Yo, crypto.com has been cooking. So if you want an AI oracle that just got listed on crypto.com, you can see here. This is, and let me actually follow their posts. They just listed Array Chain, if I can actually find it. So this is another Oracle data feed project that has an entire chain that does everything Chainlink does, but utilizes AI technology. Or AI, I know Olaz is another Oracle project there. Array Chain does everything though. They don't just do oracles, they actually do everything. And this thing also just got listed on crypto.com. And we've talked about this for at least 7 to 8 months. We've been aware of this project, of how it's going to explode. I actually hold OCH. So OCH is a native token within the ecosystem of Array Chain, and that's one of the projects I actually hold within the ecosystem. And they also got Array Dex, so you always want to kind of like find the liquidity provider on each chain and also the #1 Dex on each chain, right? All right, so I'll get into some of these tokens, guys. I know y'all are going crazy to chat. Y'all want me to like pump your bags. I get it. Let's see here. Down on Mog. I'll wait. All good. Meme Alliance. Nice glasses. Thank you, man. Any update on Paul Swap? I think it's called Paul Chain now. But they do updates all the time, right, on their page. Imagine how high token prices would be if there wasn't so many projects taking market share. Retail ain't stepped in, so it's early. Still 16 months of bull fever ahead. Yeah, man, I'm loving how everybody's just dropping their opinion in the chat. And we're seeing multiple opinions here. We got, Manosphere that says, hey, it's saturated. And I've said this before. I've got, like, literally crucified for saying, hey, I think that a lot of these meme coins are going to have a lot of competition because the space is so saturated. Oh, meme coin, meme alliance is up 70. Oh, I gotta go check my portfolio. I didn't even check my portfolio. This is good. This is good. This is what I like to see, man. Up 74% on the day. I've talked about this project many of times. I've told you guys. I think we talked about this on the live last stream. We talked about this in COE, Crypto Force. And we just said, like, this was criminally underrated when you think about what they're doing. New communities that they're implementing. They're right now in the talks with Doja Marge with implementing their character into the game. They got multiple characters in the game. Game should be released anytime now where people can play if it's not already released. I haven't been keeping up with it. Like I said, it's just a project that I do hold in my portfolio that I just tucked away. Yeah, I just tucked this away. So it's been I don't know. So the thing is, I was holding this token. I got out of the token for specific reasons, but then I had to remember that I can't have an emotional connection to these tokens. So at this point, to remove the emotion, I wanted to just be a part of what this could be. I still think that this thing could easily hit 10 million market cap and above, and it's right now sitting at a $1 million market cap. We originally started talking about this around an 800K. So it's been a few things that I'm still looking into with this project. But how I look at crypto is that you can't have an emotional standpoint. Despite on how you feel about certain things, you can't involve emotion. And for that, you know what I mean? I'm here for the bag, and I think that this project could easily still 10 to 20x from here. It could go even higher, right? We see Katana Edu sitting around $100 million market cap. I know this thing could go even higher, but I like to just keep it realistic for you guys and conservative, so I don't give any over promises or anything like that. But I think this thing can 10x and above. Should I say 10x and above? $800,000 market cap was a steal. We talked about this plenty of times. When we think about the integrations and the fact that it does fall under the gaming narrative. So for that, I think that this project could do well. Still under 1,000 holders, which is amazing when you think about the communities that have already been integrated. So once this game go live and everybody wants to play with their favorite meme character, I can see the holder count going up, which would create more demand based on the supply here. When you think about 100 million total supply and the higher prices that we've seen from projects that have 100 million total supply, I don't focus on price. I focus on market cap. But I do think this thing can 10x and above, right? So we'll just keep it conservative, but it could do well. What's up, Meme Alliance? What's up? Yeah, we do have it released as a beta 2.0. That's great to know. Great to know, man. Greetings, El Moshi. I didn't know El Moshi was in the building. Where my boy Elmo at? It's good to see him. MMA still cheap. Yes, it is. It is. It's extremely undervalued. And I've been saying that, right? This is not something that I've just started saying. I stressed this to y'all out when MMA was sitting at 700,000, 800,000 market cap, right? I even did a video of top 5 low cap games under $5 million market cap. MMA made the cut, right? You know what I mean? I've even reached out to these guys. We've been trying to get J5 up in the game. You know what I mean? So I'm a big fan of what these guys are doing, man. And continue the good work. Very bullish on Ore AI. Yeah, retail ain't stepped in yet, man. It's extremely early, guys. It is extremely early. All right, so let's get into some other projects that everybody's been asking about. So we did MMA. What was next? What do we have here? Anything else that y'all wanted me to check out? Gamify is going to be legit huge in crypto. TRB. Crypto machine. Crob is loud as hell. Intel. What else we got? Velo. I got to go ahead and catch some of the comments up. Ape with a hat. All right, let's check out Ape with a hat. Right? Yeah, MMA chart looks beautiful. This is beautiful, guys. You know what I mean? And I've said this some more, man. A correction, a downtrend, consolidation. That doesn't mean all the time that a project is a scam, man. We got to get that out of our heads. All right, so project we Ape with a hat. People have been talking about that. I think Karate Cat exploded. That's another Solana meme coin. I don't talk about it too much, but we got into Karate Cat. That thing went up like, what, 70, 75%? I don't know if it was corrected. I don't check my portfolio as much as I should. Just like to just let it sit and go back to it when I'm ready. Oh, yeah, this looks nice, man. This looks like, when you think about a chart that you're not buying a top, this is like a perfect example of the Adam and Eve pattern setting up there. You got them puppies ready to go. Stock RSI is peak bearish, no confirmation of bullish momentum. So if you really believe in this project, these are the best times to buy. Guys, you don't buy up here, you buy down here. Though, these projects are a casino, right? They are gambling. You can be rewarded if you pick the right meme coin. Anything with a hat has been pretty productive. There's even a meme coin based on just the hat, right? The hat guy, he was like, yeah, we're being passed around from different animals. But when you think about what Dog with a Hat did, and you think about the potential here compared to the floor, well, I would say you're a lot more closer to the floor than the top. And for that, I would say if this was something that I was interested in, I would be looking to find my entry points now, opposed to trying to find them at the top here. But definitely bearish, right? Below the 236. Anything below 078A, you are bearish. But at some point, if this project is planning on being around for a while, I can see it coming back up. And it has a nice narrative, right? Ape with a hat. And usually anything with a hat, for some odd reason, these tokens do well. It is sitting above a $3 million market cap, so it has a little bit of trust factor going. The fact that this thing is above a $3 million market cap. It is liquid. Supply is out. And the chart is favorable. It is a favorable chart. So you think about the pumponomics here. This thing could start sending at any time, right? Any time. You just never know when a project is going to send. KRCT is a perfect example. I'll show you guys. Like I said, I hold this, but I don't expect anybody to buy this project here. But this is an example, right? Karate Cat, right? This is a degen play, right? But you can see here, this thing sold all the way off, then had an explosive pump. It since has retraced, right? So, that was kind of like a little wick pump there. But you never know when those might happen. And, when you think about Ape with a Hat, the narrative, the fact that it's a meme coin on Solana. I know Solana's been a little bit rough as far as outages and things, recently. But definitely a favorable pattern here. And if this is a real token and the devs are, real serious about this project, I can see this thing going back up. But again, I'm not stamping this. I'm not saying, hey, I hold this. I don't do anything. I'm not, I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about the devs. I haven't done enough research. But from a technical standpoint, it does look interesting. It does look interesting there. All right, let's see what we got here. So here are my thoughts. Memes will still grow, but not as many, since way too many rugs and many people getting wrecked. So the memes with the foundations will stay and the new ones made might go. Great point there. Great point there. Then people will start to invest into projects with utility for long term, in my opinion. 19 just bought. Okay. Bro bought. Hey man, look, this is why I don't bring those projects on stream, because here y'all go buying them. Neuro AI. So I have a video coming out on Neuro AI. I do have a video coming out on that. I don't know if I'm gonna drop it in the Patreon or on the main channel, but we do have a video where we'll be talking about some low cap AI gems, right? And this project has made the video. And I've been doing research. I did research all night on this project. 3 of them. I did research all night on these projects, right? Neuro AI, GPU bot, and Zero AI. And then there was another one. In fact, so I'll show you guys. I can show you guys an example of what I'm talking about, because this video will be coming. Yeah, I was playing around with this whole thing, but this video will be coming out. So this is an extensive video of some low cap gem AI coins, and we'll be doing a video on this. So I've done a full review on all 4 of these tokens, which is GPU bot. You can actually see here from the charts. So I studied these tokens all last night for 2 to 4 hours. So there will be a full review on 4 tokens. Zero AI was another one. It's coming down to our buy zones. The next extensive research on here was Neural AI, and as you see, the video is already set up. All I got to do is actually make the voiceover and the content behind it. And then this one is the one, right? This one, Genius token. This one is extremely interesting, and I can't wait to share this with you guys and what I've discovered about Genius token and how undervalued this thing is at a $25 million market cap. So be looking out for that video. I may drop it on the official YouTube channel, or I may just drop it in the Patreon, but I've done a full review on all 4 of these AI tokens. And guys, you know I'm extremely bullish on AI tokens. As you can see from my little graph that we created here, where I'm extremely bullish on AI. So we got a full review of those 4 AI tokens coming out. Maybe today or tomorrow. I may just drop it in the Patreon first as exclusive content, and then bring it to the channel. But we have done extensive research on all 4 of those AI coins, and I will be doing a full review on those coins there. All right. What up, Earn? Salute, Earn. KRCT, I made money, left the moon bag, but the dev is paying for call channels to pump and dump. So I don't know if that meme will live long, but I'll leave the moon bag. Yeah. I did the same thing, Poke. So I ain't mad at you. I did the same exact thing, right? I took my profits and left a moon bag. Didn't leave much, but when it did pump, I did take my profits. Earn in the building, guys. True hyper-deflationary token. Go check out Earn, man. Go check out Earn. Love what those guys are building over there. Transparent devs, docs devs, and really putting together a token of utility. So, you know, when you ever got a chance, swing over there, check out Earn. Hello, brother. Any thoughts on Neural AI? Yeah, we just talked about it. Looking at the 12-month chart, Casper seems due for another strong pump soon. 25 cent coming next. Could be, man. Could be. What up, May? Good to see you in the chat. Let's see here. See what you see in here on Casper. Right. Yeah, Casper looks like it's getting ready for another move, for sure, right? You do have a perfect path for greatness, is what I like to call it. You got a perfect path for greatness here. You can actually start to see that path being created from here. So perfect path from here to here, and just putting in higher highs. And if this gets a lower high, you got to only expect that it gets to a higher high, which would put you somewhere around 20 cents. So yeah, I agree with you 110%, right? And when you look at the stock RSI going for the reset, it is peak bearish. So this all stems upon this weekly closing, and that being a higher low from here. And it looks like it is going to close in the higher low. If it does, I would agree this would be a good time to DCA into your Casper bags, as it is loading up for the next room. Actually, a textbook path here. Textbook pattern. Gaussian channel bullish. I agree with you 110% Hall of Fame. It does look like Casper is setting itself up for another move to the upside. And you could be sitting here possibly waiting for a double bottom on the stock RSI and a confirmation above 20. So there hasn't been no confirmation, still peak bearish, but when you do get that confirmation, that could be what you need for this thing to make that next move to the upside. So yeah, Casper is looking good. If that's a project that you're interested in, Casper is definitely looking good. I agree with you 110% there, good brother. Love what you're seeing. Larell, what's up, baby? Yeah, we're in Krob. This man just bought Krob. I got into Krob when I made that video, guys. So been in it, up 100%. Any RWAs you like? Yes. I've made a video on low cap RWAs. I don't know if I put that on the Patreon or not. There's a few RWAs that I do hold. We can get into one of them. I'm not gonna get into all of them because one of them is kind of I guess I'll share a few with you. I'll share some bangers for you. So LNDX allows you to tokenize farming in agriculture, right? It's right here in our buy zone. We got to see if it's going to hold this neckline. Maybe it doesn't because the market itself is looking a little bit bearish. But I'm very, very big on the Land X here. This is a project that I do hold. Land X is the first global decentralized RWA platform for investing and trading farmland and agricultural commodities. So yes, I do hold this project, and it's niche. But if we really believe that RWAs is going to be this gigantic narrative, I want to get into something that's one-in-one, right? One person doing it, not too many people doing it. The only cons is that they're still working on regulation in Western countries for this, as most RWAs are similar to trading securities. So LandX, again, is the first global decentralized RWA platform for investing and trading farmland and agricultural commodities. I do have to check my my portfolio here because I do got another one, guys. 1 second. 1 second here. Is my phone didn't charge? Right, I guess my phone did not charge. Okay, I thought it was charging. But I do have another one that I've been looking at. 1 second, let me go to the back office and check. I'll be right back. Let's go here to Telegram. So I gotta go to Telegram real quick because I put it in the J5 channel. So if you're in the J5 Telegram channel, you already got this information. We talked about this RWA project, but then let me actually go verify some of the ones here. RWA plays data land coin XG Noble. Okay, Nova Core NCOR. All right, 1 second, guys. Let's go back here to. All right, we're gonna talk about GNS token. All right, so LEX was one, and then the other RWA token, small cap, that I just recently got into at a very, very low market cap. Now, this is a little bit more degen, high risk. These guys actually have a legit company in the US. This is NovaCore. So I do hold this project, full transparency. The dev is Docs. It's a lady. Still early with this project. And this I would deem high risk, right? So don't go off stream and buy this without doing research, right? This is just a gamble play for me as I was looking for RWA tokens that had small market caps, right? So NovaCore is an ecosystem of Web3 utilities. Let me make sure I'm still live. Okay. Okay. NovaCore is an ecosystem of Web3 utilities, a USA registered Scorp founded by TSA certified logistics international export company. So these guys are doing real things, right? The dev is Docs. I did reach out to her, because I would love to get an AMA with her. Of course, she did not respond. But would love to get an AMA with her, right? I'm not sure if that's her, but I know that she sometimes posts on the normal page. So let me see if I can actually find the dev here. But I think that this project, okay, here's the dev. So the dev is Anessa. She's the creator, right? CEO of TSA Certified Logistics Corp in NY. NovaCore ETH RWA founder. Yeah, this is real. This is big business right here. This is big business, and it's sitting a little bit under a $2 million market cap. This is a low cap RWA token. Again, if you're in the J5 Telegram channel, if you're in the Patreon, you get this stuff early, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, y'all be thinking like, oh, how many? I've been discovered this project, right? So if you got into this thing, got into it early, it's still high risk, right? This is my first time actually talking about this on the channel. Again, I don't want to spend too much time on it, guys. Go do your research, right? Go do your research. Just go do your research on this, and you'll see why I took a flyer on this. And it's gonna be another. It's similar to why I took a flyer on that AI token. If you want to rewind the stream, I'm not gonna talk about it again, but it's an AI token that has extreme fucking potential. Man, you guys don't even know. And then another one, if you're into like RWAs that have that low cap, but could do well here, is a WeCoin, right? WeCoin is sitting at a $4 million market cap. This thing went to like an $8 million market cap when the RWA narrative was really hyped up from what Larry Fink was saying, how you went on that press run. But these guys are doing a lot. They have staking. They're partnered with POW. They're even partnered with Chainlink, so they're utilizing data feeds for their project. And you can even stake against real estate assets and earn APY, so earning a passive income, earning your WeCoin tokens. Still sitting at a $4 million market cap. Severely undervalued. Team is docs. A lot of the team are ex-real estate people in Mexico. So they have experience in the real estate market, and for that I took a flyer on this. We've been familiar with this since a $400,000 market cap. It's now sitting at a $4 million market cap. So those are some low cap RWA gems in my opinion. I'm not going to share any more. I know a couple more, but I can't give y'all all the sauce. I only can give y'all a little bit. DCA into legitimate projects. Keep up the grind. Yes, put yourself in a position to invest into projects that are actually real and plan on being here for multiple cycles. Only 3 memes that actually dance and vibe in the wallet apart from Bohm. I think has a lot of potential. D-Baby still a macro cap. Brit on base. I never heard of that one. Brit. All right, Brit on base. Okay, this is only 3 days old, so high risk, guys. Up 164%. I don't know much about it. It is a $2 million market cap, and it looks like it's Brett's girlfriend, Brit. And she's not a pretty sight, but I guess that's what Brett likes. So you got Brett's girlfriend, Brit, and we see what Brett did. So only 1,000 holders. These people drop these memes every day, right? So this is high risk. You know that this thing is up 142%, and like if you didn't get in early, then you probably missed a boat, and you would want to wait until the correction happens, right? I know a lot of people say, hey, I like to buy with momentum, and I get it, but sometimes the momentum does end, and you want to be prepared for that. So instead of like trying to be part of the hype, I would, if I was interested in, I have no interest in this, but if I did, I would wait for the correction. And the correction does happen. It might not happen in the time frame that you want it to happen, but at some point corrections do happen. And you just want to let the market come to you and have a little bit more patience, or just find another opportunity, because what 1.8 million cryptos out there, there's always another opportunity, baby. There's always another opportunity. At last, D-Baby still at a 200 MK. No problem. Second time. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Again, never buy anything I talk about on stream. Go do your research. Check it out. Do your due diligence to make sure it's something for you. All right. Let's check out a D-Baby here. Seems like we're in the casino. Looks like this thing is down to 20%, 174 million. $174,000 market cap. Dancing baby. I heard Superman talking about this, and you see that this is what happens, right? Superman pumped this thing all the way up here, and then if you didn't get in before he talked about it, then you probably missed the boat. So that was the Superman pump. We seen the Superman pump. Superman talked about this in one of his streams, and this thing had like a massive move, right? And now it's kind of like correcting. So usually the meme coins he talk about do well. I will not take away from his greatness, right? They do well, but you got to know he's about to talk about it, or you got to get in or be holding a token before he talks about it. It's been a lot of tokens he's talked about that I already hold, so I'll be like, oh yeah, we got the Midas touch from Superman, and it's funny when to see a huge YouTuber talk about a token and you're already holding it. And that happens to me so many times because this is what I do. I sit in and I do research on the narratives that I'm most interested in. And I'm always finding new altcoin gems and low cap gems. So yeah, consider the J5 Telegram channel if you are holding 500,000 tokens, or even the Patreon if that's something that you're interested in. Alrighty. Yes, indeed. The problem with Sol blockchain is causing the Sol meme coins price to suffer. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Sol chain at all. I'm not, to be honest with you, but a lot of people make money there. Sheep says, if Crow does a 10x, Crop could do a 20x. Yeah, very possible, very possible. At last. All right, let me make sure my screen is good. I assume that you're talking about Star Atlas. Oh yeah, I like this game. I like this game. I think Wilder Worlds is the one that got like the Midas touch lately. They've been doing a lot of like partnerships and stuff like that. But Star Atlas looks good. I like this game. This is one of those games where you think back and you kind of gotta, you gotta remind yourself that this is actually a crypto game. It is coming off a 3-day Golden Cross, which was nice. Since corrected, you would want that thing to put in a higher low from here and continue the trend. So there is a little space before we can consider this being a lower high. So maybe it can come down to about 206 even, right? But this is coinciding from the reset that we're seeing on the stock RSI. No confirmation on bullish momentum, but it's good to see that we are near a reset, though the MACD is bullish. But the trend has definitely started on Star Atlas, and this could be the start of its run, right? This could be the start of its run. So I like this game though. When I think about the game and the thing that they've built and how it looks, right, I actually do. This is one of the games that I actually like. Star Atlas. Gameplay walkthrough. So I think the game is out. Game could be out. Seems like people are playing it. Yeah, this is a beauty, man. This is definitely a beauty. This is a beauty from a visual standpoint. I've never played this game, so I can't tell you how the gameplay is, but we are looking at gameplay. And it is a third-person shooter, and it looks dope. It looks dope. So sitting here at $100 million market cap is still a higher market cap, right? And like Hall of Fame said, with the insurge of games, right? You got to think about it, man. Every day it's a new game being launched on Cetify. It's a new gaming platform, a new gaming studio, a new gaming layer 2. And I agree 110%, man. A lot of this stuff is going to get saturated. A lot of people need to change their goals and think that, these projects are just going to print these moon boy numbers when there's a lot of competition in the space. So we need to start realizing that and be a little bit more realistic. And I say that all the time, right? There's so many people that say, oh, this project or that project is going to go to this market cap and this market cap. And sometimes I'm just sitting there like, are you paying attention to what's really going on in the market? You know what I mean? If a project is not doing something like what Jasmine is doing, right? They got like a legit roadmap and they're actually executing a roadmap, right? Partnership with a big IoT device company, i.e. Panasonic. They have a product that generates revenue that the military has interest in, allegedly. They have multiple partnerships with huge companies in Web2 that have tons of success. They just updated their roadmap, yeah. So there are real crypto companies out there, and we got to start deciphering between a crypto project and a crypto company, right? Projects are working to deliver, they're working to execute, but they don't have everything together just yet, right? But crypto companies, they already have a product, they generate revenue, they have an idea of what they're doing, where they're going, and they've been in multiple cycles, right? So there are real crypto companies here where you're going to stand back in the future and be like, wow, Jasmine was a steal at a $1 billion market cap. And at some point, like Hall of Fame says, the regulation will come, and the projects that actually have real utility and real use case, they'll benefit off that, because the suit and tie investors, they want to buy something that's not volatile. They don't want to feel like they're going to get rugged, and they want to be able to sleep good at night. The thing about meme coins is, yeah, you can wake up one night and become a meme coin millionaire, or you can wake up one night and have possibly lost everything if you didn't use proper risk management. So with these meme coins, guys, never invest what you are afraid to lose. I don't care what project it is. I don't care if it's our community project, right? If you don't got it, you don't got it. And, protect yourself, right? Protect yourself, because you still got real life going on outside of crypto, right? Again, you can also see that a lot of the market is corrected because people are rushing to get their taxes together, right? April 15th is the deadline. So you got a lot of people that's selling off their cryptocurrency, rushing to get their taxes together to be able to prepare that, because the deadline is April 15th. So that's another thing that I think a lot of people are not, calculating, right? This is being priced in because, people are preparing for their taxes, and sometimes they might need to take off a little bit off the table to be able to pay those taxes. So again, that's another thing that could be, a conflict of interest to the market as well. Alrighty. Crypto Playground. Yes, it is J5 Friday. And when I get off the stream, we got to do the J5 weekly burn, right? We'll be burning 1% of the weekly DEX volume. And I also got to upload more tokens on the exchange because they're getting a little low. That means people on Grove X have been buying, they're buying the dip, right? So we got to put some more tokens over there on the exchange. That's actually a good thing, right? Grove X hit me up like, Billy, yo, run down tokens over here on Grove X. I'm like, So when I get off stream, I got a few things we got to handle for our project. What's up, Millie? As a dev, what's your take on buy and sell tax projects? As investors, most don't like buy and sell tax. I think the narrative is changing, right? You can look at it two ways, right? You can look at a buy and sell tax as a way to further build out your project, right? So, there's projects that have buy and sell tax, and they utilize the buy and sell tax to buy back the project and burn, right? That's actually a cool little, thing, right? Where you use your sell tax to rebuy your project and then burn those tokens you buy. So it just depends on what the team is doing with the buy and sell tax, right? If they're utilizing it correctly to where it helps foster growth and innovation for the project, all for it. I have nothing against buy and sell tax. Zero tax is a little bit more easier and easier on the investor for people that just want to get into a project that doesn't, have any type of intrinsic value. When you think about a meme coin, right, and you think about it of it having no intrinsic value, well, it only makes sense to have a zero tax, right? Because why you need a tax if your project is not based off intrinsic value? So it just depends on the perspective and the consumer, right? Some people like buying projects that have a buy and sell tax because it shows them that they have a well-oiled machine that can be here for longevity. On the flip side, you have projects like J5 that have zero buy tax, but we have wallets set up to foster the innovation and the growth of the project for the longevity, right? So you can do it two different ways. You can have that tax, or you can capitulate to the community's wants and just make sure you have a wallet that's designed to foster out utility, innovation, marketing, centralized exchange listings, and whatever overhead that you have for a project. Because a lot of the consumers, they don't understand that there's a lot of overhead to go to the project, right? Even J5, we have overhead, right? Hosting fees for website, hosting fees for this, making sure, audits for this, right? Monthly fees for centralized exchanges, fees that no one talks about because it's like a little, it's like a, we call it a secret society, right? But there's fees you got to pay even if you're listed on centralized exchanges. So yes, you need to have some type of if you don't have a tax, you need to have some type of wallet that can be able to take care of your business's overview, right? And you got to think about an overview of a project that's on 5, 6 different exchanges. I can just imagine the overview on some of those projects. And I know the overview just being listed on one exchange. So there's pros and cons to both, but it comes down to this. Is the team executing? Are they doing the right thing with the funds? And if they're doing the right things with the funds, that's all that matters. Depends on how the tax structure works. Like, for example, earned tax, 2% tax is only 100 back to the holders. There's automatic reflections. Make sure to always have a project where the tax money is going. Definitely. This isn't fun. It's a legit question. Any project should be happy to answer. Yeah, agree 110%. That's pretty much what I said, right? As long as the team is doing the correct things with the funds, that's all that matters. But there's pros and cons to both, right? There's pros and cons to having a tax. There's pros and cons to not having a tax, right? And it gets a little bit more technical when you want to, adapt to certain things, right? Being able to whitelist your tax, your marketing wallets for this utility or this use case or this integration or this partnership, right? It can really, it's really, you can really take a deep dive into, pros and cons of taxes. But yes, definitely what Irv said, to double down on some of the things that I was saying, agree 110%. Let's see what we got here. Ariva. I never heard of that one. Ariva. Never heard of Ariva. So let's check it out. $3 million market cap. See how long it's actually been around. Okay, this thing is in the depths of. This thing is in the dungeon. It's in the chamber. It's been getting depleted. But hey, these are when the opportunities are made, right? So you know you're more closer to the floor than the top with this project. It's been around for a while. I don't know anything about this, so let's see actually what they do, right? Ariva coin is the most comprehensive tourism and travel ecosystem in the crypto space, which is a multi-use utility token. So it's definitely a utility token right here. A niche narrative, right? When you think about travel, tourism, and things of that sort, could do well, but it could be before its time, right? Just not a niche or narrative that in my opinion,
would you want to look
is
into
hyped up right now. But this is the thing. Like we seen from the RWA narrative, if you were just holding RWA narratives, you never know when a Larry Fink might come in and make this explosive narrative, or should I say comment on the narrative and start sending it to space. So I just don't see it here yet, but when you think about the DePIN narrative and the infrastructure of how these DePIN narratives works, these DePIN crypto projects works, maybe this is one that can step and eventually do well. But again, this thing has been getting beat up, man. It's been literally getting beat up. Let's look at the max chart here. Wow, it doesn't have a pump of Mentos, but yeah, this thing it just hasn't had its time yet, and could do well if you believe that tourism needs the blockchain. I mean, you believe tourism needs the blockchain. Hey, this could do well. I have no opinion on this. I don't know enough information on it. Never heard of it. Just from a surface level, it would be something that I probably would most likely fade, because I'm into strength of the market. I'm into strength of the narrative. It doesn't mean that this might not pump, but it just doesn't fit my portfolio and what I'm personally doing. So I have no interest in it, but hey, it's cool utility, cool niche utility. Would have to do more research on it, and it hasn't pumped yet, so it could award you opportunity because you are a little bit more closer to the floor opposed to being at the top. And it's been around for a couple cycles, so that's nice. That's nice as well. Hey, bro, would you look into Winkle? Thanks for the $2 spiff, good brother. We'll check out Winkle for you. Winkle, thanks for the $2 spiff. Appreciate you, Earn, from supporting the stream, good brother. All right, man. Where is this project listed at? Is it not on Dex Tools? Winkle. Not seeing it here. Okay, Wrinkle. I'm like, what? What am I looking for? Winkle. I didn't see the R. Wrinkle the Duck. Been around for 5 days, $2 spiff, 491 holders, $53,000 market cap, guys. This is super degen right here. Super degen. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Definitely, if you look at the daily chart, that's definitely a lower high. So this thing is still in the downtrend. Momentum is bearish. Stock RSI bearish. MACD could be bullish, but we don't have enough information from a trader's perspective. I would have to look at this from a 1-hour chart. Yes, momentum is still bearish here. But this is new, so you can't really do an ETA on this, right? It's just too new. So let's just see if the team or if the account on Twitter is actually active. See if they actually been there. Okay, the account is suspended. So $2 to promote a project that the account is suspended. Come on, we gotta do better. You already know my rules. Thanks for the $2, Mike, but yeah, nah, not something that I would be looking to. Wrinkle's the most famous duck on the internet. Yeah, but y'all Twitter is suspended, so you gotta handle that, right? Hard to have people take serious what you guys marketing if the Twitter is suspended. So something you want to look into. Same narrative with in Shark Tank, the most famous duck and forever deploy CA on Wrinkle. Yeah, we checked out Wrinkle, but you guys got a little bit of work to do to get that Twitter up and going. Salute. Love to see y'all in the chat, though. Love to see y'all in the chat. All right, guys. Anything else we looking at, or is that it? It's kind of like a market overview. I pretty much went through the news. We went over the options that were expiring today. We talked about Hong Kong and potential ETF and ETH ETF. We talked about a few narratives, RWA, AI. We also talked about Grayscale and the top utilities examples in the space. So you can pretty much find some small caps and micro caps that fit the bill here. Anything else we need to focus on? And we talked about Jasmy and their updated roadmap. If you don't know, Jasmy also has a patent in the US. So real company, real shit, real utility, real use case, real narrative, and love what I'm seeing from Jasmy. Anything else we need to be talking about, guys? Anything else here? All right, so what I've been going for almost like an hour. All right, so I got to get off stream. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I got some things that I got to do on and off the stream, so I'm gonna holler at you guys. Appreciate everybody that did contribute. I'll answer a few more questions. If you have any more questions, we'll answer a few more questions that I got to get up here. It's Friday, so we got a lot to handle on the back end for our community project, and also I got some things that I have to handle in personal life. Right, Friday, Freaky Friday. Fast winning, independent day, and aggressive yuppie day. Yeah, y'all got to get that Twitter taken care about. Talk about BTC 20. Yeah, I hold a few narratives, a few projects in that narrative, right? Talk about KRCT. Yeah, man, I just talked about it. Hopefully they can continue the growth, right? BTC 20 cryptos. I do hold a couple. I hold BVM, BFI Labs, and those are some of the ones that I have most interested. Got all my render at 50 cents a coin last year. Best trade in my life. That's what's up. That's what's up, Daniel. That is what's up. Love to see people having success in the space, man. Salute to you, good brother. Salute to you, good brother, for that. Yeah, BRC20 could do well. BRC20, when you think about DeFi coming to cryptocurrency and coming into the Bitcoin ecosystem with all the Bitcoin maxis and how they want to just do everything within Bitcoin ecosystem, I can see projects like BVM, SAVM, and also BFI Labs doing well. And I do hold those projects, so hopefully they do perform. We've got burnt in the past with a few BRC20 tokens, but hopefully these are more of an infrastructure plays, right? So any narrative that I look into when I do my research, AI, gaming, layer 2, even meme coins, right? RWA. The first thing I'm looking for in deep in projects as well is I'm looking for infrastructure. I'm investing into how this narrative is being built, right? When you think about AI, You think about machine learning, and you think about cloud storage, and you think about borrowing and lending against your GPU or CPU computing power, right? Infrastructure. I invest into infrastructure. Gaming, it would be like the gaming studios, right? Gaming layer 2s, gaming storage clouds, Gamercoin, GHX. Those are infrastructure plays. So any narrative, I think the most productive and the ones that you can consider the most real, right? And it won't be copy and paste like most of these projects are in these narratives. It's just studying the infrastructure aspect of each project, right? So this would be an example of some of the narratives that I'm interested in, and I would be looking for more so infrastructure plays opposed to just surface level narrative plays. So always look for the infrastructure, right? How are these narratives being built out? Those are the projects that serve the most utility, right? Opposed to just buying projects from a surface level, right? And I see a lot of that from just crypto YouTube, right? People just talk about these narratives, but they only talk about projects that are in the narrative from a surface level, and most of them are copy and paste. This is why I've doubled down on my research to focus more on infrastructure plays. So that's a little gem, pro tip for you guys. A little gem and a pro tip. Are you DCAing into gaming? What Rune tokens are you going to be hot? Man, Rune is new, so I can't really speak on it. I know Elon token is doing some things with Rune, and there'll be some Rune tokens that'll do well, but it's just too new for me to give you an example of what Rune tokens are going to be hot. I just need more information on it. I believe in Wrinkle the Duck. Are you DCAing into gaming? Yes, I am. Yes, I do. I've done a few DCAing into my gaming projects. I have. Yes. Love gaming, love AI. Those are my top two narratives. And then I would say RWA, DPIN, and maybe some layer 2s here and there. But you got to pick the right layer 2s, right? I think ETH layer 2s are a little bit oversaturated, so I don't have a lot of ETH layer 2s. The only ETH layer 2 I do have is Bitrock. I got rid of my other ETH layer 2s, but I do have BVM, which is a platform that allows you to build layer 2s within the Bitcoin ecosystem. So those are my layer 2s right there, BVM and also Bitrock, right? Get those J5 buys in before the big burn on the 18th. Very exciting things on the way. Yeah, man, if you don't know, we went live on Polygon. So we are official multi-chain, right? We are officially multi-chain on J5, right? We'll get some more people to talk about it, right? Some influencers, stuff like that. I personally stepped back from really talking about the project because, again, I did found the project. So it just makes no sense for me to continue to shill it. I need other people to come out and really double down on their beliefs, right? Especially if you are a person that's been in the project since inception and maybe you got into it early, right? You know, work for your bags, right? Let people know the impact that Johnny 5 token has had on your life, and that'll spread the word opposed to me constantly making videos and things of that sort. So you might not see as much videos. You will see updates and things of that sort. But yeah, we're taking a step back from really putting out the videos because we want other people to talk about the project. I want other people to share their experiences with the project opposed to it just being on me. The burn is on April 18th, guys. Get ready. All right, so yeah, that was it. I appreciate everybody that showed up to the stream. Enjoy your weekend, man. Touch some grass. Get away from the screen. Focus on your mental health, right? Go work out, hit the gym. That's always good. Drink a lot of water. You know what I mean? You know, enjoy real life. Enjoy real life. Get out of crypto for a second and just enjoy real life. It's way more stressless instead of just being on these screens each and every day. It gets a little stressful, guys. So enjoy your weekend. I do apologize for not having a stream as long as we usually go. Maybe I'll go another day, but I do have other content to make today, and also a little things that I got to do for Johnny 5 on the back end. So salute to everybody.